want to take a moment and speak to the dangerous messaging that's coming out of the White House regarding the Second Amendment. And when I talk about dangerous messaging, what I'm saying is it's messaging that if people believe it and they follow this messaging, ultimately what it's going to lead to is it's going to lead to destruction. That's why this is so dangerous. So what is the message? Well, recently the White House came out with a message that said that you can have the Second Amendment and you can also have gun bans at the same time, that they can go hand in hand, that this idea that gun bans and the Second Amendment can't live together. Now, that's the most ridiculous statement I've ever heard, because gun bans are literally the opposing force to the Second Amendment. And kind of what I mean by that is if you look at the current weapons ban in Congress, it's a giant list and it outlaws every single gun except for some pump action shotguns, lever guns, revolvers, and bolt rifles. If it's semi-automatic and magazine fed, it is banned under the current Democratic proposed gun ban. So no, they can't live together. Now, I want to kind of bring up the last dangerous message that came from the White House was in regards to this idea that, guns can't protect you from things like, you need like an F-16 fighter jet if you're going to really fight a tyrannical government. That's not true. A couple 100 million people with rifles will do just fine. So that, don't let that rhetoric fool you. And this is along that same lines. It's saying, you can, the Second Amendment was written to protect you from a tyrannical government and protect yourself and your family and your property with firearms, period. So if you're supposed to protect yourself from a tyrannical government, you're not going to be able to do that with revolvers and bolt rifles and that sort of thing. Maybe 100 years ago you could have, but not today. And that's why this is such an incredibly dangerous message, because it's giving anti-Second Amendment people this false sense of hope that, well, yeah, you can have that. But if it convinces anybody of their Second Amendment rights, and they start forfeiting their guns voluntarily, which, if you've been to a gun store lately, they're already doing it. This is, people are returning their guns in mass droves because they're scared that the government's going to take them. This is what we're dealing with. So, dangerous message coming from the White House. You can have gun bans and Second Amendment. No, you can't. You can't have both. Any thoughts or insight on that, definitely put that below. If you like this video, click like and subscribe. Feel called to support this channel. The Patreon link is also below. But the most important part of this channel is we take prayer requests. And never hesitate to send that in. Thank you for watching this episode of God, Family, and Guns. And as always, love God, love your family, and love guns.